So this is part 3 of our Saturday adventures. Stop 2, we are headed to Thrifty Pitt over in Pittsville, Maryland. We decided to head on over there since we were over that way, and I had never been there. I didn't even know that they existed, so I'm not sure how long she has been out here. It is an old converted chicken house that she has set up. I do believe she has booths and her own stuff out here. And look at this little guy. He was so cute. I could have sat there just petting him forever, and I love little kitty noses. But anyway, we had never been. I actually saw this online from someone else that's local and decided to stop by since we were over there. She has a ton of stuff in there. The prices were great. Lamps, linens, glassware, china sets, you name it. She had it, and the prices were really good on pretty much everything we looked at. And I'm in the market for a lamp for our living room. The lamp I have currently, I've had for about 20 years, maybe even longer. I bought it for like $3 at the flea market. It's like a stucco style, so I just kind of repainted it to refresh it, and that's what I do every few years, just kind of give it a refresh and brighten it up some. But it takes up, that's a little dressing room. I assume that's what that is. It's just the way it's set up with all the mirrors. But it takes up a lot of room on our end table, so I'm looking for something more narrow. But I did check the prices on some of those lamps, and I'm just waiting for one that screams you have to have it kind of thing. I've seen a lot of good contenders over the past few weeks, but one I almost got here Saturday, but it did not have the thing to turn it on and off, so that's why I didn't get it. But anyway, a lot of flags, bed frames. And they had this huge industrial mixer as well. I am the type of person, my husband, and it's not Eastern Shore if you do not have crab baskets for sale somewhere sitting around. But my husband has not figured out yet how I shop. He's gonna learn, okay, because this is how I go. My first time around, I was looking for a price on that, couldn't find it, but my first time around when I go into these places, especially if I've never been there, is I do a once around. And who remembers these old aluminum rocking chairs? But my first go around, I'm looking for anything that stands out, like you have to have it. Oh my gosh, you've been looking for this. If the price is great, pick it up so no one else does. My second loop around, I'm really looking at the prices, just really going through everything they have. And then the third time around, I will go grab what, okay, I do want that, I'm going to go grab it kind of thing. My husband hasn't figured that out yet. So we had a lot of, are you done? No. A lot of records, a lot of fabrics, like I said, glassware, those cabinets, I love them. If you watch my video from a couple weeks back from Mardello, Maryland, then you'll know that they had a lot of these cabinets for like $60 in that store. 60 something dollars, maybe 69. And I really like this table here because that shelf, it looked like it was made on top of it, like it was actually a part of that, so I thought that was neat. There were a lot of people in here, so I'm actually closer to the items than it appears because I had to go back to 0.5 just to be able to record. That was a little old sewing box. These bags here are pretty neat. I do end up coming back to them to show you what they are. I was showing my husband that I have one of these at home. It's really light plastic, but I do know that mine is older, so I don't know if there was like a certain time period for those. But anyway, these bags are actually made out of feed bags. So horse feed, chicken feed, dog food, and they were really sturdy. I thought they were so neat. So I thought that was cool and a great way to recycle stuff so it doesn't end up in the landfill. These lamps were so pretty. I believe they were $100 a piece. It had $100 on there. Honestly, I'm assuming they were $100 a piece, but they were so pretty. Giant, but pretty. These were really nice. They were super heavy, $125 for the pair. You could literally use that to defend yourself if someone broke into your house. A lot of lamps. I looked at these lamps here, but and the great prices. I looked at that silver one there. I think it was $12, and there was like a cut glass one for like $16. But I'm looking for something that screams, you have to have me kind of thing, because I want to give myself more space on our end table. But I did go back around some of these areas quite a few times. I just was afraid I was going to miss something. My husband, he'll come with me but I can tell he doesn't want to, so then I feel rushed. I came back over to this place multiple times. I was just afraid I was going to miss something really cute. That lamp was cute. Those lamps were really cute. I came back to this section again. We looked at those chairs quite a few times, but we don't have a porch, so ours would be outside, and feral cats would get on them, and the weather and everything, and just ruin it all. So I did do some walk arounds back through here a couple of times. Again, more lamps and a lot of vintage type clothing. I actually looked through some of that clothing. It's not so far vintage that, people wouldn't wear it. That Santa, I did take him out and look at him. He was really rough for $12. And I decided to put him back in, but I thought that was cute that they had switched that out to be electric. And, yeah, here's a little kitty, another little kitty cat. You wouldn't know they had cats in there if you didn't see them. But at the end, you'll see the blanket that I got for $12. They had a ton of them. Those had magnolias on them. I love these blankets. We grew up with them on every single bed. They're super warm. I've been looking for them for some time. I actually was going to order like newer ones from Amazon, but they're like $40 a piece, if not more. So to find this for $12, I wish I'd have gotten both of them. Again, my husband was there, so I didn't. But I wish I would have, because they're in perfect shape. I washed it up last night and dried it, and yeah, I think I'm gonna put it on the spare bed. But for $12, you can't beat that at all.